Candyland has definitely become one of our most popular themes, and as we wait for new stock to arrive this year, I thought I would just take a few minutes to show you some of what's coming this year and some of the styles and changes that are going to be a little bit different to what we saw in 2022. So let's have a look at this short slide set that I've put together for us with our new 2023 Candyland theme. For anyone who's interested, these products are on our website, mychristmas.com.au. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so Candyland 2022, this was our tree that we created, and it was a really popular theme, as I said. A lot of these decorations have changed, so just use this as inspiration, as styling for what you might be able to do this year. But while we have a look at that, let's just have a quick look at our tree for last year. So our tree in 2022, lots of pastel colours, lots of pale pink, pale blue, a little bit of mint that we could get in there. We had a lot of cake decorations in there, as well as candy canes and sort of whimsical styling of the decorations. So, what's new for 2023? First of all, lavender is coming on this year. It's a big trend in a couple of different styles. So we've got it in sort of a silver and lilac as the lilac garden theme, but also adding some of the lavender to our Candyland tree is a great option. So we've got these terrific lollipops coming and candy ornaments, as well as both shatterproof decorations and glass in the lavender colouring. We've also finding this, just while we're on it, this glitter ribbon. There's a number of different glitter ribbons coming in this year, which is a great option to add to your tree. And I think once we get our hands on this lavender, I can't wait to play with it and put it in the tray. So another thing that I found is a little bit different this year to last is we're getting even more of the vintage inspiration with this Candyland kind of colouring. So pale pink, pale mint, pale blue, and we've got these very much 50s, 60s inspired decorations here that are the tabletop additions to go with the candy theme. And I think that's a it's a slightly, I guess, in a way, a little bit more sophisticated. And there's no reason you can't keep it totally fun like you had last year. That looks amazing. But if you do want to go for a sort of a slightly more sophisticated styling of the Candyland, then there's a few ways to do that this year. And as part of that, this is one of the trees we have already created. So we did get the Nutcracker theme in. And what I've noticed with this is, again, you've got those traditional elements, the Nutcracker, which you normally see in the reds and golds, and they are coming in these candy colours as well. So once again, it gives you the option to create the colours, but maybe a little less of the candy decorations. So when we have a look at this tree here, we've only got just a couple of candy decorations in here. We've used mainly the flowers and berry picks and the ribbons in here to create this overall look of the pastel tones. We're calling it Pastel Nutcracker, this particular one, but it's definitely a part of an extension of the Candyland theme. Again, last year we had lots of picks, but we've sort of gone even further this year. What I'm finding is decorations and the picks are coming in lots of different sort of textures. So the pom-pom trim is quite popular. You can see there's a couple of flowers there with the pom-pom trim. Also, you've got obviously some sequins and some glitter on some of the picks here. And just to kind of create that real fun element, you've got the sprays here. So this one sort of spraying out of the tree, and also the sort of starburst styling here, which gives you lots of ways to add, that, as I say, that the real fun style to the tree. And of course, we've got a bit of confetti in the styling as well there. So lots of different ways you can layer up flowers and use a couple of different varieties in the tray. The other thing I've found is we've got more glass options. So last year when we created the Candyland, and if you've got kids, no glass could be a great option for you. But if you are wanting and love to have glass on your tree, then there's a bit more available in the pastel tones, in the simple glass elements, as well as the decorative pieces like the donut there and the peppermint style ornament in round, as well as some of them in the longer finial or onion shapes. So having that option of glass is a great way to get that slightly more sophisticated finish if that's what you want, with the Candyland colourings as the backbone to it. The other thing we're going to play with this year is the addition of clear glass and iridescent. So we normally do add a bit of white, unless our tree is flocked. Then we'll probably add a soft background colour to the tree. So you do like to have some bigger ornaments that you sort of use to fill out the tree. But again, I think it's these soft tones in the slightly more sophisticated look gives you the option to kind of work that Candyland colouring in and add some of the iridescent and clear, straight clear ornaments. And the flower we've got here is just got that iridescent sequencing on it. So again, more interest on the tree, a little bit of fun with that iridescence, but adding a little bit more style if that's what you want to do. And the other thing that we've found that finally we can get a little bit more of this year is mint. So we've always struggled to get our hands on mint. There's a little bit more in this space for us this year. I really love also, again, if we are going with that sort of slightly more sophisticated style of decoration rather than totally fun and lollipop and candies, then this frosted sort of green poinsettia, I think, is a great option for that, as well as some of the drops and ornaments in the glass that come with it. And then finally, I just thought I would share some of the decorations that I think are the real sort of wow features for this year. So I've already shown you this iridescent flower. This is one that we've had exclusively made for us. I really love the finish that we've come up with that sort of see-through iridescence. Lots of fun. You've also got the pearl on there, which is a lovely finish. The candy ornaments are always a favourite. I just think they look great. They're actually a really good size. They're probably about 12 centimetres. That's about 5 inches in length. Great to use on your table as part of your placemat, if you like place cut, I should say, or obviously on the tree. So they come in the lavender, the pink. We've still got them in like repeating the colours of the blue and mint from last year, and red and white, if you're going totally different colour to the peppermint colours. I also think that this little one here, this macaron stack, is such a cute ornament. Again, just a little bit different to what we've had before. We have had macarons, but I love the use of all the colours in that really soft pastel style there. Then we've got our speckle kind of 100,000 bauble here. So if you are working with the fun elements, I think this is a great repeat. And it's not glass, it's a shatterproof ornament. So great one to have for kids as well, that you can add multiples of around the tree. It's not overly expensive as well, and a nice way of getting that sort of whimsical styling to it. Lavender, as I've already said, I just think that it's great to have the addition of a little bit of that lavender into your Candyland if you're wanting to change it up again from what you did last year. Then you've got these sort of decorations here, like these pine cone. So it's a brighter pink with a bit of gold on it. So again, if you want to add a little bit of sophistication, you can do the Candyland and add a touch of that sort of gold leaf finish decoration to it. We've got that in the sort of bluey tone as well as the pink. And as I say, they're a bit bigger, so a little bit of a kind of a real mix between whimsy and the higher styling of whenever you add gold to a piece. As far as tabletop, I just think this one is super cute. Meringue style, set of trees, nice size, little lights on it as well, which is great. And I think that that's something that can go with so many different themes. So you can use that as part of your gingerbread if you change it up for next year as well, or your Candyland, or just in the kitchen with pretty much anything you've got going on. So I think that's really lovely. And then just a really simple clay dough ornament, nutcracker in the kind of mid-tones, a little bit brighter. It's not a super big piece, so I think as far as adding that to a tree, I think it's a great option to have that. It's nice to have a few novelty pieces in there, as well as your candy pieces that you've got in amongst the whole decorations and decor. Oh, get my words out. So that is just a really simple little decoration video that I thought I'd share of what's coming this year, but also hopefully gives you a few ideas of, even if you're not in Australia, we do send overseas, but if you're looking to create your own look, give you a few of the elements that you might like to look to include in your Candyland theme this year. If you do want to check it out though, the website is mychristmas.com.au. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, do that as well. If you're enjoying what we share, hope this has been helpful. Nicole from My Christmas, have a great day. See you.